the altitude is very much high, so it's like it suffocates every opposing team. Like it makes them how should I put it now? They clamor for air, like they don't get to breathe very easily there, and that's one major factor that has been allowing Denver to be able to just play the game the way they want to play it in the detriment of their opponents now. So, but then the first game going to Denver and then the other one going to Miami. Well, I still want to pick the Heat to win this one really, because I want a certain Jimmy Butler to do this because of the promise actually made. But then they are playing against a certain team that has Luka Jokic. That's where the O is coming in, and then we know he's very much unplayable this season.
Right now,
he's been a very, very regular player, and then he's doing everything an MVP should be doing. So it's going to be a very, very tight game, but then the best man is going to win, and then I'll still be sticking with the Heat, by the way.
All right, still sticking with the Heat. That is, of course, the comments of AY in this interesting matchup. I must say, talk about one really interesting thing is that the fact that everybody has been interested by this NBA season. Lots of upsets, lots of crazy results recorded, and we're just excited about what will happen when we see all the stuff that will happen in the NBA Finals. Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat. With this fairy story of Jimmy Butler already booking tickets for the final before the final itself. Let's see how things will pan out for both sides. Ladies and gentlemen, away from that, let's go straight to some exciting news coming up from the water boxing, where we can tell you for certain that the fight, one of the most anticipated fights in history, talking about the fight between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, is now back on track. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyson Fury has stated that his team are back in discussion with Anthony Joshua over a potential heavyweight clash. The WBC champion failed to reach an agreement for an undisputed fight with Alexander Usyk, who now looks to be in line to take on Daniel Dubois later this year. Meanwhile, AJ has similarly set his sights on a showdown with Deontay Wilder after talks between Joshua and Fury's camp failed to lead to a fight last December. Ladies and gentlemen, according to Fury, he has said that they have reignited talks with Anthony Joshua's team, and they have sent a draft contract to AJ's camp for a bout at Wembley Stadium for September. It's well documented that Fury is looking for an opponent ahead of a unification fight with Usyk at the end of the year. And just right now, the likes of Andy Ruiz, Dempsey McCain, Ujai Opata have all been touted as a possible opponent for Fury. But of course, among them, one person stands high: the Britain encounter, the all-Britain showdown between Deontay Wilder and, of course, I said Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, and Anthony Joshua is what everyone's looking forward to. Let me come to the guys in the studio right now. Let me start off with, Dami right now. Of course, this fight have been going back and forth. It will happen, it might not happen. Right now, talks are being held for the fight to happen. According to reports, Tyson Fury has sent a draft contract to Anthony Joshua's team for them to peruse, and most likely have an agreement. Are you seeing this fight happening? Because, this fight has been running for well over 2 years now.
Yeah, I was going to say it's like a deja vu moment for me right now. We've had this, like we're going to have a similar conversation we did last year.
Yeah.
This happened.
Will the fight happen? Will the fight will not happen?
We look forward to it. It's going to happen. It's going to until they actually signed it. A date is fixed.
Yeah.
Tickets are being sold.
Yeah.
That is the only time we can confirm.
They're going to believe that.
Yeah. Else, we're just doing permutations, talking about this and all that.
All right.
So we're not sure about it yet.
We're not sure about it yet. Let me ask you quickly. I know this has gone on and on and on and on. We're looking at how the fight has been. Of course, looking at Anthony Joshua's last matchup. Are we saying now? Is he in prime condition to take on Tyson Fury? Can he take it and survive?
I'm not counting out Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury, top shape.
You're not rating him.
I'm not rating him. I'm not counting him out.
Oh wow.
So I think it doesn't look like a good fight for him to want to come back with. If he loses this fight,
it's over for his career.
It's over for his career. So it's like just going for the big thing, and if you have this one, then you are back in business.
All right.
So it's a big one for me. I don't know if it's the best thing for him right now.
All right, but of course, what are you putting your money on?
I won't be patriotic here, but he's British anyway. So
yeah. Oh really?
Oh my! Wow. I see what you did there.
Well, shots fired.
The bag, secure the bag. Wait, securing the bag.
Yeah. So what are you putting your money on?
The Gypsy King.
Gypsy King for you, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be on record. that the Damari Richards said that we're gonna pick that inferior anytime over Anthony Joshua. I will not blame you for making that job, but yo, by the same time, I'm gonna hold you to your word.
So much has been expected of Joshua. The Usyk fight, come on. The back-to-back losses was.
He couldn't have won against Usyk.
Why do you think he could have
won against Usyk?
What, the second time?
Usyk is the best.
He's the best.
Usyk is the best.
Yeah, I can say Joshua was not in the right frame at that point because his size, his weight, everything were directly opposite to what Usyk was carrying.
And pound for pound, Usyk is the best again.
So Joshua is not it then. It's just not there.
All due respect to him.
You don't need to give him the respect. But doesn't need all due respect.
All due respect to him. But then after
I think you're about to disrespect him.
You're telling me all due respect, please.
Well, carry on.
I mean, the only thing he has now is the Olympics.
Yeah.
When it's a former Olympics holder, and then after that one, yes, he came around. He won the belt. He won the WBO. He won the IBO, and then all of a sudden, someone just came around one night and took everything away from you.
The Olympics was even disputable, the manner of victory anyway.
And then someone just came around and took everything for you. Then you be like, okay, I'm this person, I'm the King Kong. You went for another one, and then you got bashed again by someone who, at that time, we can actually call maybe an amateur to you at that time. And then he did the spoils. Then you went for a rematch, and then he still battered you. No. It's very much unacceptable.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hope that this deal, like Richard said, let's hope it pulls through. Let's hope that it's gonna be one that we can say at the end of the day that it's gonna happen. And like I said, until tickets have been sold, until this has been announced, all this is just BSA. All right, ladies and gentlemen, away from that one, let's go straight to the world of football, where it is happening live. Of course, the Super 6 is going to begin and draws will be held on June 2nd. Of course, 6 teams have made it so far. Remo Stars, Benel Insurance, Lobby Stars as well, Aimba FC, Sunshine Stars, Super 6 Showdown. June 2nd, the playoffs draw will be held. What are you expecting from this one, AY?
Honestly, I feel excited about how this thing is panning out. I mean, credit to the IMC, the way they are organizing this thing. It would have been even better if we had a regular season. But then with the way it's going now, it's a good run. And then to know that all of the hands are in glove now, to see that we have the best of the best, Super 6, and then at the end of the day, a whooping sum of 100 million naira. I mean, that's a very, very good run, to say the least. And so let's just hope the best man gets to win. With the caliber of teams that are going to be playing in this playoff, it's going to be a very, very tight one, and one that the eye should just make sure it's fixed on this one.
All right, eyes feel on this one. One thing is sure, all matches will be played at the Mobalaji Johnson Arena in Lagos. Matches will begin on June 3rd. Draws will hold June 2nd. And guess what? Like I said, 6 teams: Remo Stars, Aimba, Rivers United, Sunshine Stars, Lobby Stars, and Benel Insurance are all the teams, in the bidding for the champions of the NPFL in this 2022-2023 season. Of course, one goodness is the fact that it's going to be televised on cable TV. According to reports, Super Sport will show all the matches of all the Super 6.
That's why I mentioned the fact that it's one that the eyes must feast on. And then let's not shock you if we actually see some kind of surprising moment in this playoff. It's not as though it's regular season. We can see what's happening in the playoffs. So you can attest to the fact that something different will be happening, and then I'll be tipping Aimba though, if you ask me, because I feel like they know how to do this thing. And then the type of manager that they currently have, Finidi George, he would want to, this is his first season really, and then you want to lay his hand on something as the big guys of this playoff really.
All right, let me come to Dami now. Dami, your thoughts on this one? Super 6, June 2nd it begins. One thing is for sure, we're going to be looking out to see who will be, who will be the champion of Nigeria football for the next, so the next season coming. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you, who is your money on?
Well, it's an interesting competition to look forward to. I mean, with the revamp and the new style, I think it's a good way. It's a new one, and I will go with Remo Stars.
Remo Stars.
Yeah, they have been impressive for me all season.
Remo Stars, you have Imba, you have Remo Stars. Why are we looking at a certain, Benel Insurance, who has been really, really interesting this season, unbeaten so far, and they are going for a league double?
Well, I would not want, that's understandable, but then I need us to register the fact that was the running. They were being grouped, and then now you have 3 other teams that are coming from a different group entirely. And then you saw how tight the Group B actually was, where you have the likes of Eyimba, you have the likes of the Lobby, and then the A had
Bendel, yes.
Remo Stars, and then
Eyimba
as well. So you see how tight that group was, and then I want to bring out the fact that grouping only allowed Eyimba to be some kind of lackluster performance really during the league. And then this is the playoff, where everything that matters much is the tactical ability of the coach, because it's just more like you're playing some kind of one-off game. Once you lose a game, you already know you are out of it now. There's no chance for redemption and all of those things. So it is the main reason why I would want to be tipping Eyimba for this present one.
All right, Eyimba for the present one. Raymond Stars for Damola Richards. Well, for me, may the better team win. Ladies and gentlemen, away from that one,
you don't always sit on the fence.
I'm not sitting on the fence. I'm just saying let the better team win.
You should put on this offense.
Ladies and gentlemen, away from that, let's go straight to some exciting football. Of course, it's going to be an exciting time in the Under-20 Championship. Nigeria Under-20 Eagles, the Flying Eagles rather, would of course have a go at Argentina. They won 2 matches, lost to Brazil, qualified as best loser, and that is not going to be an interesting as they have to face an Argentina who are expert at showing us that they are our babies anytime they face us or we face at the world level. And guess what? We're back at it again. To be important to know that this is the same team where the side of Mikel Obi, and of course Lionel Messi met at some point in time, and they got their behind handed to them on a platter. But of course, according to the coach of the Argentinian team, said they're going to exploit the tactical flaws of the Flying Eagles. Coach Lionel Messi has come out to say that man, we are going to play this match like with all our lives. Looking at this in less than 500 words, going at 5 marks each. Do you think this is one that the Flying Eagles would survive?
Yes, definitely they can, and then they will. But then it's up to it will be decided on the pitch really. So we'll just be wishing them the very best tonight, and then playing against this particular Argentina side. I don't want to use the word revenge now, but they need to come up the clutch and do something that will make guys back at home very, very happy, because considering how the last game went, I mean the 2005 one where they had Mercy, but then I believe the Flying Eagles have this crop of players that can do the spoils against Argentina. We saw the way they've been playing as well. It's not as though they've been this big side, though they've been winning emphatically. I mean, it's like they won a game 5-2 or something in this particular tournament. And so playing against Nigeria, we should be able to, based on the type of different structure the Flying Eagles have now, they should be able to stop every form of attack that these Argentina boys will be throwing at them.
Yes.
So and then that's you can win the game from any side of the pitch. Either you win it from the back, or you win it from the middle, or you let your attackers do it. And yes, we have a very, very formidable attacking force. Son Dejude, Lawal is there, and then we have Daga in the middle of the park as well. And all of these boys, yes, even they are still playing in this tournament, and a couple of teams are already, snapping them off for signatures and all of that. That's to tell you what these boys are playing and what people are seeing in them. So they should just try and replicate that and then get to the next round of this tournament.
All right, get to the rest of the tournament. Let me come to Richards now, because the question remains: can we survive this match? That's the question.
I'm with you.
Can we survive? Can we survive this match? Do you think it's one that we can survive?
You see, well, if we focus on this match, I was just looking at Adedeji's what am I saying, 1,000 words analysis and all that. It just looks like, we're talking about the usual stories of Nigerian teams going for competitions, owing the players. What are the news that's floating in? You've only paid these guys $1,000 since they got to the competition, win or lose. You toy with these things and you expect the best from players. Where exactly is the motivation?
They don't need the money right now.
They don't need the money right now.
Yeah.
What do they need? These are always been the things that happens in the background, and when they don't perform, we throw that word. Is it the coach? Coach hasn't been paid months. He's only been paid a few months out of. So I'm not expecting anything special from these boys. There's no motivation. It's okay for us to even lose this match 2-0. Come on, guys. let's go home.
All right. In the meantime, thinking about the match records, just know that if they win this match by any peradventure, you are going to be held accountable in this show. We are going to make sure that you are responsible for what your words. All right. Colombia is currently beating Slovakia 4-0. 76 minutes played already. Brazil is currently leading Tunisia, so that means that one of the African side is out. It's left to Nigeria, and of course, Gambia to do Africa Pro. That's what right now. Unless Tunisia can come up with 2 goals in the next remaining 20 minutes on this match, it looks like all is over for them right now because
Brazil red card as well.
Yeah. Brazil has a red card and they're still leading 2-0. So yeah. Nigeria are going to play at 10 o'clock Nigerian time, and we're waiting to see what the boys will have to offer when they play against the Cebalitos, as they are called, of Argentina. Away from that, where we go, let's take you quickly and bring you up to speed with something that will be happening, of course, in Europa. It is, of course, Europa League final this weekend, and today rather. And ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be 2 teams going head-to-head against each other. The special one against the special club. They have started already. 1 minute played. Sevilla, who are going for a 7th title, and of course Murillo, who is going for another cup or a feather to his cap. When it comes to Europa League, Sevilla, of course, are a team you cannot play with. They know this team. They know this cup like the back of their hands. If they are expert at winning something, it's like they don't want to qualify for the Champions League any longer. it's like we don't want to play Champions League.
Yeah, they like to drop off to the
Europa League, yeah. And it's almost intentional because even on certain years when they do really well in their league and qualify for Champions League, they just want to come back and come and do Europa League and be local champions. Europa League and be dominating small clubs that cannot find their bearings in other leagues across the world. But I mean, they're playing Mourinho this time. They're playing Roma, who is of course Mourinho who knows how to win trophies. All right, and how to win European trophies at that. So what are your thoughts on this game? Let me start off with AY. Now hear the thoughts of Richards.
Okay, well, I would say this is a game of 2 teams who are in dire need of this cup. Sevilla, they are looking to get the 7th one, while Mourinho wants to do 2-2 for Roma. I mean, 1-1 the first season. He's looking to win another this season again, and then he's one who has not, really, he does not know how to lose finals. Because he's not played the final and then he goes ahead to lose. No, it's not happened. So he's going to maintain that record. And then the 2 sides, they play almost the same style of play. They are this defensive side really. Take a look at the game Roma played against Bayer Leverkusen, where they defended all through. They played clean sheets. They allowed the opposing team to attack them, but then their own was just to just defend. And then if he plays that type of game today again, I mean, only God can help us, and they will not get into probably extra time or penalty in this particular encounter. And so for Mourinho, I feel like he's going to want to do everything possible to make sure he gets this trophy tonight, and then it's going to be a very, very big one for him. And then it still feels like he's still mad at the Tottenham Hotspur people for that's only. I feel like Tottenham was the only team he went to, and then he did not get to win a trophy there, and then it feels like that's a bad record for him. So he wants to try to redeem himself now at Roma, like, no, I'm good, it is your club that's not good.
I think he already redeemed himself.
I mean, of course, you're already as a trophy in Roma already. Let me hear your thoughts, Richard. Really, what are your thoughts about this matchup?
It's a case of what would I say, serial winners on both sides. Sevilla, serial, Europa League champions as a team now.
Yeah,
as a club.
And Mourinho as a serial winner as a person.
5 trophies, and both sides, or rather, both of them are like unbeaten. They're unbeaten records. I don't lose one-off finals. The finals are mostly one-offs anyway, except for African Champions League.
Where they play 2 legs. Things happen in Africa, if you ask me.
So Mourinho doesn't lose finals, and Sevilla has lost a final. It is like a titan match, and the most beautiful thing is like this is one of the most the most anticipated Europa League finals.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's something we are looking for.
Except for the Manchester United Villarreal one too.
Well,
we were all anticipating for that one.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. So Mourinho now, I love Mourinho for one thing. He doesn't care about the process, what you do to get to get the results. Get the results. That is what matters. I get ugly, like you said, like Adediji pointed out. what happened in
The semi-final
Leverkusen, you
against the
understand?
Leverkusen game, yeah.
It got dirty, guys. This is it.
Played
Nobody
0-0,
cares.
played 1-0.
beautiful
I
football,
don't know.
anything. Just get this done. Now it's the final, and Mourinho needs just one thing from these guys: one goal. If Mourinho should get the early goal, that is the end. I don't know how Sevilla history wants to, how it has been. They are going down.
All right, so let's see how it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it from the man himself. You are saying Sevilla goes down today at the end of 90 minutes or extra time. And you are saying that, you know what, it might just be a Sevilla win again.
Why? Why will I be gunning for Sevilla? No. When I have just Mourinho playing in the final. I like the special one, by the way.
All right.
You know, Mourinho said they already won this final because every other team, aside the semi-final, every other 3 teams that were left there, he said they were dropouts from
the Champions
League, yeah.
But then they started
That's
as
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have to go now because our time is fast on the show. I want to speak to, of course, Chance and, of course, AY. So there's a coming on the show today. Till we come your way next time, my name is ADT the Radio OG. Remember, on Saturday, Sports Hub returns at 2 p.m. Nigerian time. Adios, Inatenga, Siapunga, gracias, merci beaucoup, Sanara. See you next time. Have a good night rest.